So Virginia may play a pivotal role in campaign 2024 and the race for president. Next month, some of the biggest Republican donors in the country will meet in Virginia Beach. Now, on paper, it's a closed-door retreat that'll hit on Republican efforts to win control of Virginia's General Assembly. But unofficially, sources are telling CBS News they're going to use the retreat as an opportunity to try and push Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin into the Republican presidential primary race. CBS News chief election and campaign correspondent Robert Costa is talking with some of those donors and published an op-ed piece in the Washington Post this morning. Robert, thanks so much for wedging us into your schedule today. Tell us, why do some of these donors believe that Governor Youngkin somehow has the secret sauce to not only clear the second-tier field, but dethrone Donald Trump from leading these Republican primary polls?
It's great to be with you. Talking to some of the biggest donors in the country, it's evident that after they watch these messy Republican primary debates, as they struggle to see these candidates get any traction, they're looking for somebody else to maybe come into this race, even with the logistical hurdles, the financial hurdles, and try to make a play to emerge as the alternative to former President Donald Trump, who's been the dominant frontrunner for so long. So many of them will be coming to Virginia Beach in mid-October, and they're going to try to shove Youngkin into the race. Youngkin's been reluctant to make any formal moves toward a 2024 run, but he hasn't fully closed the door, and because of that, people like billionaire Thomas Perfity, who spoke to me in recent days, have said they believe Youngkin might still do it.
So you touched on this, Robert. Youngkin himself has been pretty dodgy on this question of running just within the past couple of hours in an appearance on Fox News to that effect. So do we have a sense of what kind of sell it would take to get him into the race? I mean, does it all come down to fundraising and donors and money?
It's not just fundraisers and donors and money. It's going to come down to results politically. So many people close to Governor Youngkin have told me in recent weeks that if Virginia goes red on November 7th and Republicans win full control of the General Assembly, that kind of political moment could provide an opening for Youngkin, a catapult into the 2024 race. If Republicans don't do as well as they hope on November 7th, it's going to be harder for Youngkin to make the argument, if he ever wanted to, nationally, that he can translate what he's done in Virginia to the Republican Party and make inroads with voters who have long been skeptical about the GOP.
So November would be a quick turnaround because, of course, filing deadlines are approaching in these early caucus and primary states, talking about Iowa and New Hampshire. There'd have to be time to get to know some of the voters there, presumably. So how quickly would all of this have to happen for him to have a shot in some of these early primary states?
If he didn't make a decision until after the November elections, which he has been saying for a long time, it means he would miss some ballot deadlines. There was a ballot deadline in South Carolina in October, another one in October for Nevada. And so he would have to make a real fast play, he and his allies, to get on the ballot in the delegate-heavy states in March of 2024. And that's around Super Tuesday in early March. So he wouldn't make every state's ballot. And getting on the ballot's not easy either. You have to get signatures, and you have to have a state party that's in some way going to be amenable to you trying to get on that ballot. But what's happening now is talk behind the scenes to Youngkin, to his allies, including from Rupert Murdoch, the just retired head of Fox News, to other billionaires and millionaires. They're saying, if you do decide to do this in November, the money will be there. We'll have the super PACs ready. We'll have the support ready on the ground. But Youngkin is someone who's been careful his entire life, financially, personally, politically. Is he really going to take the risk? And there is some deep skepticism in his inner circle about whether he actually does this.
Right, but the momentum might be hard to ignore if indeed Virginia does go red in November. Robert Costa, CBS News, thanks so much for your time.